Our next presenter is a sous vide enthusiast with an interest in modernist techniques and cooking gadgets, Richard Jensen. He's also one of our most active community members and is a great example of how we love to showcase those doing cool things in the sous vide world. He's switching things up for us today and showing us how to make a classic French cocktail using our favorite French technique, Boulevardier. Richard can correct me if I butchered that pronunciation or not. Let's welcome Richard today.
What do I know about French classics and sous vide? I know nothing about French cooking, a little bit about sous vide. Hey, alcohol. Chambord? Nope. Cointreau? Nope. Chartreuse? Nope. Absinthe? No. Cognac, getting closer. Oh, cocktails. French 75? Patis? What was that? French? Kir Royale? What the heck? Nope. No. Boulevardier? That's French? Hey, yeah, let's look at that. David Petranczyk did a coffee-infused vermouth a couple years ago. Maybe I can use that. I think I'll try 2 different coffee roasts and cocoa nibs. That sounds good. So I have about 14 grams of the whole bean coffee. And then I use my muddler to crack the shells and break it up. Raw cocoa nibs, put them in a tray so I can toast them. 5 to 7 minutes at 350 degrees. Vacuum bagged and sealed with the vermouth into the water bath at 65 C for 40 minutes. Strain through a fine mesh sieve and store in bottles and refrigerate it. David also talks about proper ice, which involves directional freezing. But I don't have that room in my freezer, so I have these small ice balls, and I have these little thermos cups, and I can use directional freezing by inverting the small ice molds into the thermoses. I can manage to fit 2 of those in my tiny apartment freezer. And it takes about 24 hours for them to freeze solidly through. The Boulevardier is a Negroni variant with whiskey instead of gin. I'm using rye with the coffee-infused vermouth and bourbon with the cocoa nib-infused vermouth. Instead of 1:1:1, I'm using 2 parts of the rye to the coffee because the coffee is strong. For the Buffalo Trace bourbon, I only used the 1:1:1 because the cocoa nib is not as strong as the coffee. I hope this presentation on the Boulevardier will inspire you a bit, and you can try your own variations at home.